You'd never guess these are leaders deeply divided, but they put the tensions aside for an evening of music. A last moment to reflect before finalizing what experts fear could become a watered-down pledge of support for the traditional world order.
So I think they will draw from the communique heroic passages on the big divisive issues.
Host Angela Merkel opened the G20 calling for unity, a plea aimed at Donald Trump without using his name. But Canada was quick to downplay hope of consensus on the key issue of climate change.
All of us knew going into this summit meeting that the U.S. position was different. And, the U.S., to give them credit, have been very clear about their position.
Donald Trump stands apart from other leaders after pulling the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord. The rest of the room must now decide what it will commit to.
There is a risk, because if they try and paper it over and get something everybody can agree with, in fact, you could end up going backwards. There is a risk, and we could end up with a total failure here.
The Prime Minister met with the new French President, Emmanuel Macron, to discuss climate change. And he held a similar private conversation with the German Chancellor. They also talked trade, where again, the more protectionist Trump administration is in a different camp. But Trudeau is pushing for consensus on another concern that's divided Canadians. He's urging other leaders to stop paying ransom for hostages to terror groups. The policy became a priority for Trudeau because of the kidnapping of Canadians John Ridsdale and Robert Hall in the Philippines. Both were killed by militants last year. India's Prime Minister, who met with Trudeau today, supports the idea, and commitments to discuss it are already in the preliminary version of the final G20 statement. Canada's foreign minister downplayed the idea that Trudeau is acting as an intermediary between Trump and European leaders. Chrystia Freeland says European diplomats are effective in their own right. A test of their influence may be clearer tomorrow when the final communique is released. Katie Simpson, CBC News, Hamburg.